Your playing days, you bounce between different pro leagues, over 1,000 games. What was your relationship like with coaches? Because I think it's, when we think of players, we think of the stars, but you were more of a role player. You were on a lot of different teams. What were your interactions like with coaches?
Yeah, I can't remember a coach I ever had a problem with. I was highly respectful of them. I was brought up that way to be respectful of my elders immediately. I was there just to, especially at the pro level, at the NHL level, it was always, how can I stay one more day? How can I stay one more day? And so I think work ethic, my fitness level, made it hard for the coach to dislike me. I think they would look maybe past my skill level because it wasn't great. So my relationship with my coaches was good. And because of that whole relationship with Roger, I think I always saw the rosters differently than the other players. When I looked up and it was like, okay, Dallas, I think you said I played 120 games or whatever it is in the NHL. Like, I was in the NHL for probably 450 games. I was scratched a lot, but rarely, and I can probably count them on one hand, the times where I thought I should be in the lineup. I am better than that player. But I always looked at the lineup. I understood how it was structured. I knew why I was out, and I would just continue to try to work harder to get into that lineup. So my respect level with the coaches was always high. Obviously, getting kicked around as a player, moving around from team to team, I got to play under a lot of coaches, which I think is just highly beneficial. And that's, guys always forget too. It's like, well, you played for whatever it is, 22 pro teams. Well, you got 22 head coaches. Yeah, but there were 44 assistant coaches, and there were strength coaches. There's all these people that come into your life, and that you're able to quietly take notes on and see what works and what doesn't work.
What stands out in terms of a coach, a message, or a moment that coaching was involved? Because there's a lot of teams there. Was there a particular, if I said who's the favorite coach, does it jump to mind, or do you begin the debate?
Roger, for sure.
Yeah.
Raj was my greatest coach, and a guy that rarely ever raised his voice. He never, I knew Raj since I was 12. I never, ever heard him swear, ever. And he was famous for saying crap, for crap's sake all the time. And he was a guy that you knew he cared about you. You had great trust in him. He had great trust in you, and you wanted to, like, I was always, and I think players are like this, they play for their teammates and they play for their team. They don't play for the coach. But the thing that Raj really hit home, not only were you playing for your teammates and your coach, you didn't want to let Raj down. And when he was coaching the Florida Panthers back then, you didn't want to let Raj down, and you worked extra hard for him.